started watching Shogun. First episode in, and I'm blown away. You can feel the attention to detail for authenticity. I did some digging because I want to know how much of this is true to what it was really like in those times. Without giving the storyline away, all you need to know going in is this. Lord Yoshii Toranaga, played by Hiroyuki Sanada, and if you know, you know, at least I know, whenever I see Mr. Sanada, whatever I'm about to watch is gonna be super dope. What you need to know is that a mysterious ship gets marooned in a nearby fishing village, and Lord Toranaga discovers secrets that could tip the scales of power and devastate his enemies. Why is that piece of information important? What enemies? Why is the show called Shogun? Well, firstly, that name that we've all known as Shogun has been shortened from Taishogun, which, when translated in full, is Commander-in-Chief of the Expeditionary Force against the Barbarians. That's what a shogun is, a military commander, and that is appointed by the emperor. But here's the thing, they weren't just that. Until the last shogun stepped down in 1868, they were actually the ones with the real power, the ones governing the country, leading armies, making all the big decisions, while emperors were made to be seen as more spiritual leaders who were responsible for handling the cultural and religious aspects, and of course, the appointment of a shogun. The emperor's authority would be embodied and represented by the office of the shogun. No emperor, no shogun. But in reality, for 700 years of Japan's history, it was a shogun calling the shots. In that same time period, though, there was a moment when Japan returned to imperial rule, and that was under the 96th emperor, Go-Daigo. But that only lasted 3 years because in 1336, Ashikaga Takauji turned against the emperor when he wouldn't heed his warnings about other samurai getting more and more upset that the emperor was driving this initiative to try bring back the Heian period way of life. This way of life was very aristocratic and all about poetry and art. Samurais were warriors, not about that life. But the main gripe, and they sort of play with this in the show, is that while, yes, there was an emperor during the Heian period, he was only a nominal ruler. The real power was in the hands of the Fujiwara clan, who married off their daughters to emperors and acted as regents to child emperors, all as this elaborate way to maintain real control. So Ashikaga Takauji going against Emperor Go-Daigo and setting up the Ashikaga Shogunate, you can kind of see how he felt that was necessary. The Ashikaga Shogunate lasted until 1573, and the show drops us in somewhere after that date. It was a time when there was no central power or a shogunate controlling all of Japan. In real life, it was a period of constant civil war, where various lords battled each other for power, each of them trying to expand their own territory, expand their influence. They shot the season over 9 months, and just from the first episode, it's looking like it's gonna be crazy. The attention to detail is beautiful. The set design and wardrobe, styling, it all makes you feel like you're really looking through a moving, undetected window in time. I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of it. You don't want to miss this one. I'm telling you, it's the one.